And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously...
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
A first down for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's
intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. Past the 50. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Man, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. They're bringing heat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
He's going to run it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They go to the ground. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Looking for a man. It's Babers. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Mark.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range. We just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Scrambling away. Into the end zone. Incomplete. The defense holds.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From his end zone, he'll go up top. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Another ball is knocked free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball screen.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last.
All kinds of running room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it. And they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right. Found
plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football. And they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
This is a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Babers. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Shimonic.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The Spartans want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coming after him. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw the ball.
Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Spartans.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Babers. Got his man quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half.
Number 11, set to kick it off.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you hit the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
But man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time, late in the season, when you can go win those individual awards.
How about the defender being a heat seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Turner. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Babers. Finds a tight end down the gut. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Might as well stick with him. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Line is set on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss 20, Michigan State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and low.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Going to try to get it himself. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented when he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
It's caught, giving him his pads. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. He's going to pass on second down. He got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Marches ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Try to barge their way in. Jumped on top of the pile. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is tackled down at the 29. And the Michigan State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's gone. Got some room headed to the goal line. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run play action. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Touchdown, Michigan State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll go to the air. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A strong, methodical